Love and desire, they sometimes relate and they also conflict. So I want you to just take the paper right in front of you and just for a quick moment, jot down, when I love, I feel. Go. Just words, associations, images. When I love, I feel. And underneath, I want you to write a few words and images. When I am loved, I feel. When I am loved, I feel. And now, and when I desire, I feel. When I desire, I feel, and just fill in the blank. And underneath, and when I am wanted, when I am desired, I feel. You think of relationships. You're going to think that there is, as in any other language, there is a vocabulary. And I think when you think relationships, there is a vocabulary of about 7 verbs that probably make the core of the language for relationship. The first one, they're not in order of importance, but every single one of them is crucial. To ask. To ask. Are you comfortable asking? Do you trust that when you ask, the person next to you hears you, wants to respond to you, cares about what you want? Do you feel entitled to ask? Do you feel worthy enough of asking, of having needs, wishes, aspirations? To ask. It's one of the first things we do without words. To give. How is it for you, giving? Do you enjoy giving? Does it fill you up to give? Do you feel that you give just so that you can acquit yourself of your debt? You give so that you won't owe. Or you give in order to feel that now you have a right to ask. Do you enjoy filling someone else up? Or do you feel that when you give, it empties you? How comfortable are you with giving? And then, on the other side, how about receiving? Can you receive? For some of you, it is the most vulnerable of them all. And this is, if it's true in your relationships, it's often either even more so sexually, or it becomes the one place where you actually can receive is sexually. What's it like for somebody else to give to you? Do you like the surrender? Are you threatened by the surrender? Does it make you feel too vulnerable? Do you love that vulnerability? Do you feel like it makes you too little, too weak, too young? What's it like to receive? Can you let someone else do you, give to you, pleasure you? And how about sharing? Do you enjoy sharing, or are you too competitive to share, or do you feel like it's a game of fairness? What's it like sharing? To ask, to give, to receive, to share, to take. How about taking? Can you be greedy on occasion? Can you feel that you have the right to take? Or do you leave the bigger piece for the other people? Can you take in sex? Can you take your pleasure? Or do you just accept whatever you can get? How good are you about taking? Can you claim your seat at the table? This is true in your business lives. This is true at home. Can you take? And can you play? How are you about playing? Playing, pleasure, fantasy, imagination, it's all part of that dimension. Play, which you can only do if you're not constantly worried and vigilant and anxious, because play involves a carefreeness, it involves a freedom, it involves an unself-consciousness. How are you about playing? Are you safe to play? And then the last one is to refuse. Can you say no? Because if you don't know to say fully no on occasion, you may not always know how to say yes either. This is for me the basic grammar. And every one of you has one of those verbs probably that could use some stretching, some muscle building, some further developing, emotionally and sexually, and or sexually.